Hi there, I'm Karen Roby with Steve Ranger with ZDNet, and today we're talking about something that I think a lot of people, Steve, will be happy about, that Microsoft coming out and saying, Windows 10, the passwords don't need to expire. We all get frustrated, you know, sometimes it's like with all these passwords we have, and so often they pop up saying we have to change them. So what's going on here? What's this news mean?
Yeah, absolutely. So I think everyone hates passwords, right? I think we always have too many. They're always expiring. Then you have to come up with another one. Then you forget that one, or even worse, you write it down and leave it on a sticky note on the side of your PC so that everyone can see it. Basically, passwords are a technology that its time is passing. And what's happening here is the latest bit of news is that Microsoft has said that whereas previously it recommended that everyone's passwords expired every certain period of time, say 30 days or 60 days or 90 days, now it's saying your passwords don't have to expire. It's entirely up to your organization to decide whether that's done. That's really good for a lot of companies that maybe wanted to make this change and say that passwords don't have to expire all the time. The big problem here is actually that making people's passwords expire doesn't really help with security because, as I say, we write them down or we forget them. And even if your password is stolen, that you want to know right there and then the password has been stolen, not to have it expire 2 weeks later and then be kind of like wiped off. So really, this is just part of the way of the evolving way we're looking at security on PCs and everything else these days. And it looks like passwords are slowly going to be consigned to the dustbin.
Yeah, I think that's a good thing because I'm one of those certainly that just when I think I've got them all memorized and I have to change a couple of them, forget them. So what do you think this means, Steve? Other companies taking notice, they're going to have to now, right?
I think this is absolutely a trend. It's not just Microsoft saying this. Certainly here in the UK, the NCSC, the National Cybersecurity Centre, is saying that having passwords expire after some random period of time isn't best practice either, for all those reasons we just talked about. Because people write them down, or they forget them, or if someone hacks into your password and you don't know about it, well, it doesn't matter whether it expires in a week's time, they'll have used it today. So for all those reasons, they're talking about getting rid of passwords as well. There's a whole bunch of different ways you can secure your access these days. You can use two-factor authentication, which is increasingly popular. You can use biometrics as well, so a face or a fingerprint or voice or some kind of other way of securing your access. But having QWERTY123 as your password is probably about the worst way you can secure anything these days, and that's why passwords are on the way out.
Yeah, and it's surprising the number of people that actually do have password 123 or one of those as their actual password to try to keep things safe. So, all right, Steve, well, we appreciate your insight on this. And for more on Steve's article about Microsoft and this latest move, make sure you check out ZDNet.